All right, hi everybody, welcome back to another exciting video. Okay, we are talking about defamation in this video, and I had somebody said, I want to learn more about defamation, and there's this case with he's a House of Representatives from California, Devin Nunes. He has recently filed. You can see here, this was just a couple days ago, in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia, a lawsuit it's for over $435 million, suing cable news network, otherwise known as CNN. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to give you some comments, general comments. This is not legal information. This is legal information only, not legal advice. So let's just take a look. So here he is, plaintiff filing suit, plus interest, blah, blah, blah. Here he is. What does he say here? Introduction. CNN is the mother of fake news. It is the least trusted name. CNN is eroding the fabric of America, proselytizing, I hate that word, sowing distrust and disharmony. It must be held accountable. So what happened? On November 22nd, 2019, CNN published a demonstrably false hit piece about the plaintiff. CNN intentionally falsified the following facts. Let's see the statements. All right, so here's CNN that he's calling fake news. Fake news seems to be the word of the decade here. And he has what he calls the truth over here. And I always say, truth is a nebulous commodity. Truth comes out in basically jury trials, fact-finding, things like that, evidence. So let's take a look. Devin Nunes was in Vienna last year. Devin Nunes did not go to Vienna or anywhere else in Austria in 2018. So he's saying that's just completely fake, false. And he's got more stuff on the truth. I'm just going to get to the allegations. You can read the so-called truth if you want here. And I'm not passing any judgment, by the way. I don't like to get into politics, but I thought sometimes politics helps illustrate because usually everybody's on one side or the other. So here's Devin Nunes. Here's what CNN's statement allegedly is. Devin Nunes met with Victor Shokin to discuss digging up dirt on Joe Biden. And Devin's claim is Devin Nunes has never met with Victor Shokin. This meeting never took place. Victor Shokin doesn't know and hasn't ever heard of Devin Nunes. So he's just calling him out, saying this is just completely bogus. He's got some links here that I'm not going to go into, but I will see if I can post this case for you in case you want to dig in and drill down on those links, take a better look. Third statement, Devin Nunes began communicating with Lev Parnas around the time of the Vienna trip. And Devin says the plaintiff, Devin Nunes, did not communicate with Parnas in December 2018 around the time of the Vienna trip, a trip that never happened. Okay, so he's calling him out for these what he's going to have to allege are false statements of fact, and then essentially he's probably going to have to prove them. He's going to have to prove these are all false. CNN is going to, in defamation cases, they're a media defendant, so they're going to get a lot of leeway in what the media can say. But usually what pops up is the New York Times versus Sullivan standard, whether you were publishing or broadcasting this with actual malice, which is knowledge of the truth or reckless disregard of the truth of the matter. Okay, so the trusted source of CNN fake news story was a man indicted by the United States government, charged with multiple federal crimes, a man who faces years in the federal penitentiary, Lev Parnas. It is obvious to everyone, including disgraceful CNN, that Parnas was a fraudster and a hustler. It was obvious that his lies were part of a thinly veiled attempt to obstruct justice and to trick either United States Attorney or House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff into offering immunity in return for information about plaintiff, a prominent United States congressman and ranking member of the House Intelligence Committee. There were obvious reasons to doubt the veracity of the accuracy of the information Parnas provided. MSNBC Justice and Security Analyst Matthew Miller aptly stated, looks like a Twitter post here, look, Parnas is a fraudster and a hustler with little credibility, but if this isn't true, it should be quite easy for Nunes to disprove. New Giuliani associate willing to tell Congress, anyways, on and on and on. So as you could see, it's one of these, nowadays, these political debates seem to be going so down these rabbit holes that they're tough to follow anymore. If you want to read all this, It's 48 pages. You can read it if you want. And again, this video is just to show you what's going on. And defamation, you have to prove the false statement of facts, publication to many, which is what you have with CNN broadcasts. And you also have to prove some damages, okay? So, and the New York Times Sullivan standard is going to be there. It's going to be at play. So I'm not going to go into all this. I'm going to go down to the bottom and see. This is my first look at it. I usually go to the bottom and see what else I can find down here, okay? It's my way of looking things up. It's a diversity case. This means citizens of different states. Nunes is in California. Cable News Network is a Delaware corporation. You find lots of corporations incorporated in Delaware. Why? Because it's got an established body of what is considered to be business-friendly law. You can see here, this is called a civil cover case sheet. They have assault, libel, and slander, and so that's the cause of action. But I like to go to the end and see, what do they want? There's the law firm representing the plaintiff. They want a jury trial. Here's the request for relief: compensatory damages in the amount of $435 million, or such greater amount as determined by the jury. Punitive damages in the amount of $350,000. Prejudgment interest. So there you have it. I'm not going to go through this whole thing with you, but you can see the allegations. CNN acted intentionally, purposefully, without lawful justification, and with the express knowledge that it was defaming plaintiff, as evidenced by its concerted actions online, on air, and via Twitter. CNN acted with the express and malicious intent to cause plaintiff permanent injury. CNN's actions constitute a conspiracy at common law. Willful misconduct, suffered actual damages, embarrassment, insult, pain, humiliation, mental suffering, injury to reputation, all kinds of things, right? So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll let you know where it goes. Chances are pretty good you don't recover $435 million. Looks good on paper. But we will keep an eye on this. And again, everybody is innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law, or unless they settle the case, of course. And usually even in your settlements, nobody admits any liability. So that's where we're at. This is general legal information only. And again, Attorney Steve, we will keep you posted on this if we hear breaking news on this, okay? Have a great evening. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Bye now.